as it turns out that I'm using the ruffle stitch, and apparently there is no video tutorial for how to do the ruffle stitch. So I made a little swatch so I can show everybody. Trying to make sure it's like, there we go. Okay, for the ruffle stitch, it's a 3-stitch stitch. So you have, if they're asking you to do it, 1 ruffle stitch will take up 3 of the rounds, the previous rounds or rows stitches. And what you're going to do is join with a front loop only single crochet. And that is where you're starting. And then around the post of that same stitch, so the stitch you joined your front loop only single crochet, you're going to do a half double and 3 doubles around that post. I'm trying not to knock my camera over here and still stay. It would be easier if I was near around that I was doing ruffle stitches in, and then I could just show you on the blanket that we're working on, but I'm nowhere near one and it's too far away. Okay, so anyway, you join with a front loop single crochet, and then around the post of that same stitch you do a half double crochet and then 3 double crochets. Then you will skip this next stitch and then front loop single crochet in the next stitch. So those are your, that is 1, I'm trying to make it easier to see, but I've got so much going on. And that is 1 ruffle stitch. So for the next ruffle stitch, you will go, because, like I said, it is a 3-stitch stitch. So as you see here, it's 1, 2, 3. That's 1 ruffle stitch. So when you need to do a second ruffle stitch, you go to the next stitch and do a front loop single, and then around the post of that stitch, you do a, it would help if my swatch was just a touch bigger, wouldn't it? Half double, and then 1, 2, my yarn's getting all tangled up too. 3. Okay, so then we did that, and we'll skip the next stitch and front loop single crochet in the next. That is our second ruffle stitch, and it gives a really pretty, and then here's the back. And when you have, you know, when you have a whole rows or rounds of it, it has a real solid, real nice look to it. As so, but it's pretty simple. I mean, once you get it, you have to pay attention and make sure you're working in the same. And in general, when you're doing the round after, you'll be working in the available loops for your ruffle stitch.